So, Christmas Duck. Hi, I'm Steve Gaynor. I'm the co-founder of the Fulbright Company. We made Gone Home. I was the Goodfellow High School. Yeah, the biggest purpose of the card was, to say, oh, Sam is 7.
Oh man, mom handwriting. We went through a lot of different moms for handwriting. A lot of different moms contributed handwriting.
Hi, I'm Chris Remo, the composer on Gone Home.
Hi, this is Corin Tucker from Heavens to Betsy. And Heavens to Betsy was a band that...
So here's one of Dad's pulpy JFK books.
One of our favorite...
The doors were actually one of the hardest things in the game to get working correctly, and I know that there's still...
Here we have Fresh Magazine, which is...
Inside of this file folder, you find the first combination code in the game. This code goes to Dad's locked filing cabinet, and it's 0451. When you're putting like lamp.
So these are all the VHS tapes, or most of them, in the house, and these in the TV room are from they only belong.
My name is Sarah Grayson, and I do the voice of Sam Greenbrier in Gone Home. Currently based out of Portland, Oregon, so right around where the Fulbright Company is from.
Most of the bookshelves in the house are... This is our old...
Sam's story slash school assignment called...
I feel like one of the best bits of advice was actually from the Fulbright team before going in to do the first recording. And it was a suggestion that I should...
Composing the ambient exploration tracks definitely ended up being the weirdest part of creating music for Gone Home.
One of the larger assets that we needed for the basement to really give it character and personality was a furnace.
Oh man, this thing.
So 2 things. One, Mom's... So there's this little scrap.
You know, there was kind of this intellectual, cross-cultural,
There was a little bit of concern on my part before.
Putback is the feature that I'm happiest with in the game. It actually came about as sort of a little bit of an accident. Playtesters had told us they didn't want to feel like some kind of horrible person rummaging around this house and tossing everything on the floor. But there wasn't really...
The music for Gone Home was mainly composed over 2 separate periods, roughly a year apart. A version of Part 1 of the game had to be...
Fanzines, I mean, that's one of the things that we started doing right away, was doing these Riot Girl fanzines, and everyone would contribute. And
So earlier in an earlier version of the story...
All of the sliding doors that you see in the game.
Writing...
you know, it's really about the ideals that we were trying to...
When you put out any sort of...
For a long time, the kitchen was not going to be...
So I'm Sarah Argydale. This is my salad dressing.
You fell...
Definitely the second half was where a lot more of the emotional weight in the character came out, and that was a lot to handle, but a lot of fun to do too, because I've really not gotten to do a character that actually was so that...
I'd already played through the first full half of Gone Home before I started composing any music, which was really important to understand.
Really early on, we didn't really give Kate very specific direction. So you want to talk about this fucking jazz mug?
Nobody wants to talk about the jazz mug.
Well,
it's
except
the
for
worst.
Carla.
I hate it. It's the worst.
that was such a common theme
Yeah.
when we were like approving assets or making stuff visually for Gone Home. Is just like, oh my god, that's hideous. I fucking hate it. we're putting it in the game.
Yeah,
because
there's
like
so
just
much
like
of that.
awful '90s furniture and like the
we see it in a secondhand store or like
or you
just
see
on
it in the
internet,
Sears catalog
like,
we
yeah,
bought,
that's
and it's just
true.
like there's
We
so
just
many
feel like,
fucking
oh,
ruffles on it. I want to puke. Like the wicker furniture in
Yeah.
Mom and Dad's room.
Right.
It's like that's fucking hideous.
We need it.
The fact that there are speedruns for our game makes me really happy, and the fact that that the any percent speedrun.
Hello, my name is Kate Craig, and I was creating a lot of the environment assets for the game. Not all of them, some of them I...
We never really discussed the idea of individually scoring each audio log ahead of time.
I had seen Bikini Kill and Bratmobile play their first show at the North.
Around here. So these are Mom.
One of the assets that I really liked creating in the game...
Yeah, I ended up being pretty happy with this. This is the only picture of...
I was one of the hosts of the Idle Thumbs video game podcast for a year or two, and I go on there, and every once in a while those guys are my friends. And a lot of Gone Home.
The boxes of tampons,
I mean, I've always... One of the most comforting things in the world to me is...
Barf Burger is enjoyed by all. So the thing is, I drew the life cycle of the condom.
That's not a real thing.
One of my favorite things that came out during development was someone wrote an email mistaken.
Another board game!
So there's a lot less density in the house than there would be in a real house. Like if you look around your house, there's just junk piled everywhere. Probably
Maybe it's just our house.
I think it's most house.
Oh, you're right.
But so our strategy was you either fully invest in something and put like a plausible representation of this aspect of a room in, or you just don't put it in at all, and the player will fill in the gaps between. Almost none of the events, the little events in the game, are scripted as far as like triggering when you do something specific. So all of the thunder and lightning and the creaky noises in the house, they're all just...
I really enjoyed playing Gone Home. I have to say it was pretty exciting to find them.
Okay, the Wildfire book. Oh man, look at this thing. Yeah, this was another one of those situations in which I totally felt like a weird creepo when I was doing research, and there was a lot of really horrifying romance novel covers. This poor guy was on somebody's Flickr account.
You want to talk about A Place for Christmas Duck?
This is where Christmas Duck goes.
Oh, it's Christmas Duck's little house.
It's his little house. It's where
I think this is one where I love the way...
It's one of those things where we had always wanted to